EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And the tight end goes in motion left. Into the air right away is Allen. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
319.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown Bills. Keon Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, a pretty nice effort.
Mahomes going to throw. Finding Walker complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's second down and a yard. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there on first down. The Chiefs at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43. Nice hit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Walker has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Wait.
First and goal at the 7.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Wait. Arsenal 180.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one too low.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Hey, yellow. Hey, yellow, go going. Attack.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And Cook has it left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's in the space past the 25. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. No hold on fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! Keon Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It at some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed some.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
The score, Bills 13, Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On play action, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Pushing through the contact. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Bills.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Allen again. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 13 yards out. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well,
partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So after the INT, it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I don't need to.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1st and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
I don't need to.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yep, that's a blue lady. Attack, attack. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes to throw once more. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Bringing money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater.
Yellow.
Here's Walker. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Bills 27, Chiefs 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They run again with Walker. Muscles him off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mahomes will do it himself. Completes this one to Thornton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
27, Chiefs 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Shifts by him. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Moore, the motion man right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
A gain of 29 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he goes into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Give to Walker on the read option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
13-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. I call it Argo Blue Lady. Yellow, yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
I don't need to. I don't need to. Hey, Ripley. Argo Lady. Yellow. 15. Right now, boys. 15, 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Argo Blue Lady. Easy. Right side.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. The first down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Allen going to run with it. Finding Knox there, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Left side, Cook. Pass for 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
15, 15. Let's go, 15, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
14 brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs, 34. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And it's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think
you did, too.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Round 80!
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.